Girly Pops, welcome to Toolz Live. I'm your host, Thulane, Toolz Hadebe, and you are watching Toolz Live, your favorite entertainment and pop culture show. I'm so glad that you're here. So wherever you're watching from, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and engage in the comment section because it's going to be a really fun show. We have a jam-packed show ahead. So make sure you make it fun and exciting because this show, I feed off of interaction with you. So please engage wherever you can. I would also like to say, if you're watching on the replay, don't worry, we got you. We'll also still be commenting in the comment section down below. So we don't you worry about a thing. We've got you. I want to say great happy weekend. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. And before I begin, I do want to send my condolences to the families that lost 14 children over this week. I mean, it's such a tragedy, you know, with those kids. It was something that I was very, very shocked by and saddened by. So we're sending our love to those families. I mean, just to lose a child is just horrific. Anyways, but yeah, I'm sending love to you as well, Girly Pop. So thank you so much for tuning into this live. As I said, we have a jam-packed show. So I hope you have a snack and that you're watching this on the television, because watching this on the television is always the best experience. You can watch this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it is a new channel. Toolz Live is a completely separate channel to my normal vlog channels. And speaking of vlogs, I did release a vlog this evening at 5 p.m. It's a fun one, and it's around Melmus. So Melody Mulale was so kind enough to invite me to Melmus, and it was super, super fun. So I had a great time. So make sure you go watch that after this vlog. I have linked it down below. And yeah, we have a lot to get through. I have wine in my sippy cup, my Spotify cup wine cooler, which is amazing. Spotify always give the best merch and gifts. So I have a little wine in here. And as always, you know what I love to do before we get started is light a candle. And what do I have? A Jo Malone London Cypress and Grapevine candle. And it's amazing. It's almost, it's there. There's some burning hours here. So we're going to burn that. And I hope you're relaxed. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Please make sure you comment in wherever you're watching from. Comment, and I'll bring your comments up as we go along on this ride. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Are you ready to spill the tea with tea? That's where you go, yes! You know, like I should get applause. All right, let's get into it. All right, the first story was a very interesting one. And it starts off with Ms. Jennifer Lopez at the Golden Globes. You know, I don't know why people are still surprised that Jennifer Lopez has a reputation of being rude. And it's been going on for years. And frankly, I believe them. I believe them. When there's various sources over the many years saying that she's rude, I believe them. And the latest one is when she was on the Golden Globes red carpet. And as you know, E! Entertainment has the Glambot, where they do the fun, well, I don't know if it's fun, but I think it's interesting. And where they do the Glambot and they have celebrities do their thing in front of a camera. And the camera moves quickly, if you don't know it, and then it's all slow-mo. I'm going to show you an example with Jennifer Lopez and her interaction with Cole Wassler. Cole Wassler is the director for the Glambot. So, yeah, if you know entertainment and pop culture, you'll know what the Glambot is. Okay? So, I mean, listen, one thing about Jennifer Lopez, and I love seeing this tweet, is that you'll never see her depressed, ugly, or upset. And that is the truth. This woman will be going through the worst, and people are dragging her left, right, and center on the internet, but she couldn't care less. She keeps it moving. She keeps it moving, and you're going to be surprised with what I say here. But anyways, so basically, she went onto the Glambot stage with Cole, and fans and people are saying that she completely ignored Cole at the... Oh, I was meant to... Wait, you're meant to have video footage here. How do I do this? I'm going to insert the video footage in a second. So, and people were upset that Jennifer Lopez is being rude to this guy on the Glambot stage. I mean, where is this video? Hold on. Please hold. No. No. Sorry, technical difficulties as usual. You know how this rolls. So people were saying that Jennifer Lopez was being rude to this guy. And first and foremost, Jennifer has met this guy, and they're all working. So I'm actually going to give Jennifer her props here. I'm not saying that yes, she should be rude, but I think it's a heightened experience that you have when you are on the red carpet. People are yelling your name. It's left, right, and center. You have to be answering questions. You have to be on. You have to be smiling. So I understand when you want to take a beat and, it's too overwhelming. I mean, yes, you can be at least polite, which she was not. Sorry. But the footage is on Cole Walliser's, who is the Glambot guy. It's on his page. So this is what he had to say about. This is what he had to say about the interaction and rude celebrities.
I do get asked all the time, who was the worst Glambot? Who was the meanest? Who was the rudest? And honestly, everybody on the internet needs to just calm down. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody how they should feel, but there was only one other person outside of J-Lo that was in that conversation, and that person was me. These are some things that I've actually wanted to say for a while, but there's never really been a chance to sort of talk about the world at which the Glambots exist. But now, I guess, is a great time to talk about what it's like on the carpet. The first thing to know about doing Glambots is that Glambots are completely elective. Nobody's forcing you to do these things. If you want to do it, you can. If you're in a bad attitude, you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
So that's very important to note, is that you don't need to speak to any outlet. You don't need to stop, and you don't need to do the red carpet. You don't have to do the red carpet. And the red carpet is also a crazy space where people are fighting to get celebrities to speak to them. So Entertainment Now, E! News, they all have their situations. And this is what he's saying, is that the Glambot is elective. You don't have to do it. No one's paying you to do it, etc.
So anybody that stops, I already like you because you're taking the time to do my thing. And this is generous of you because you don't have to do it. 2, red carpets are so insane. All of the celebs are getting.
What did I say?
Hey, do this thing, do this
I
thing,
said
do this
this
thing. As you're walking in between stuff, people screaming at you. It's just a really crazy environment. So when people land on the Glambot, sometimes they don't know what they're walking up to. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about J-Lo here. I'm talking about a ton of celebrities in the past that sort of land and they're kind of a little what's going on? It's just because.
I'm telling you now, Beyonce does not know what a Glambot is. I'm telling you now, Beyonce would be on the car, glam, what?
It's just so crazy. The third thing, these celebrities, they're at work. They're there to do a thing, to promote their show, to be a guest, to be a presenter. They're working. So some people, chatty at work. Some people, not so chatty at work. And it's not.
I mean, there's a difference between chatty and nice and polite. I think a lot of people are pushing back with this and saying that Jennifer Lopez was plain rude. You can just say hello, how are you? It doesn't cost you a thing. But apparently her love don't cost a thing.
It's not really my place to be oh, you should be a certain way. I'm just sort of reacting in those moments and giving people the best chance to do their best Glambot that they can. So with that world set, I do get asked all the time, who was the worst Glambot? And honestly, I don't have an answer. I mean, literally, I've never felt that people were like rude to me in that moment. The world is just so crazy that like when people are distracted or like less chatty or like thinking about other stuff, I don't take it personally. And even with J-Lo, like I didn't take it personally. I didn't feel rude in that moment. I think
Now, the fact that this man is coming onto the internet and defending Jennifer Lopez in this mess, Jennifer Lopez's team definitely contacted him, said that there's so much negative press around her, he needs to come out and say what his experience was with Jennifer Lopez to refute these claims. And I mean, Jennifer Lopez's team works, her PR team, Benny Medina. That retainer must be big because there is always stories about Jennifer Lopez in the press being rude, being nasty, and all of these things. So, yeah, and they're trying to combat it with so many things. Okay.
There's a couple things that sort of like added to the fuel of this idea. One, like she's just down to business. The carpet was closed. She's ready to go inside. She knew what she was going to.
That is also another point, is that Jennifer Lopez arrived at the Golden Globes late. So maybe she's annoyed that her hairstylist, Chris Appleton. Hi, Chris. I know you've blocked me on Instagram. Why, babes? Why did you block me? Anyways, her hairstylist must have been taking long. Her makeup artist might have been taking long because that mug is terrible. She looks a hot mess. I would be pissed. I honestly would be pissed if I looked like this. This makeup. Bronzer. Hey. Anyways.
I do get asked all the time, who was the worst Glambot?
So, sorry.
Personally, I didn't feel rude in that moment. I think there's a couple things that sort of like added to the fuel of this idea. One, like she's just down to business. The carpet was closed. She's ready to go inside. She knew what she was going to do. You know, she got into the position, and I think it was just like unfortunate that the position was she was facing away from me. So I am talking to her.
You are making up excuses for her.
I'm not like,
no,
hey, like turn around and look. Like I knew what she was doing. She was getting ready. I knew she was getting ready. I knew it was late. We were just like getting through it. That moment didn't feel rude. Another one people talk about is Cara Delevingne.
That is just making up excuses
and, like,
for Jennifer Lopez.
But like, I thought she was super sweet. I think the very start of the clip, she kind of like rolled her eyes and like walked up. I honestly didn't even see her roll the eyes in the edit. If I did, I would have cut it out. And again, I never felt that was rude. And anybody's ever commented below, like, hey, this person's rude, I've never thought it. People obviously have been going ham, making their own posts, doing their own thing. And I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, but I am here to just tell you my experience. Not only just J-Lo, anybody, you know what I mean? I've never felt anybody was like rude to me.
But I will say something, is that we know that Glambot, this guy, is rude to the public. The receipts came out. Yes, now that he was talking about this whole thing and how no one has ever been rude to him, we understand that him and J-Lo are in the same WhatsApp group. They're both rude because when people ask him how much it is to do a Glambot, he is rude to them in terms of saying that he assumes that people can't afford it. There's also, I didn't grab the clip, but there's clips on Twitter of an email chain that he had with a woman who is filthy rich, who asked how much the Glambot was. He gave her the runaround, essentially at the end said, it's a deposit of $300,000 if you have that. I mean, it's beyond rude. It's beyond disgusting. And I did see pictures of her wedding. I don't have them here, but it was extravagant. It was like a 4-part Indian wedding, and she was a beautiful bride. So Cole is now under fire and my apologies if you can hear that. That is my neighbor. I don't know what's going on. My apologies. So I've even lost my train of thought. My apologies. So I was saying the wedding was stunning, and Cole is now under fire for being rude to people that want to do the Glambot and have Glambots, and you know what? Apparently the actual rig, you can hire it out from somebody else. they didn't they don't own the rights. We don't own the theater. So the Glambot is a universal thing that people can hire. Hi Lunga, so great to see you here. Did he release a statement apologizing? I have not seen any video or statement from him saying that he is apologizing for it. So yeah, if he has, I have not seen it. So yeah, he's under a lot of fire, and we'll see. We'll see if he responds to anything. Someone who is trying to clean up their image from this whole debacle is Jennifer Lopez, because the other day she was spotted leaving. I'm not too sure where she was leaving. However, this this homeless man was begging her for money. I mean, the interaction is super funny. The fact that now I've never, ever, ever seen Jennifer Lopez stop and give money to homeless people. I mean, it's very, very funny. So here she is getting into the car, and this homeless man is busy asking her for money, and then she hands him a wad of cash. This is so staged. This is so Jennifer Lopez coded, trying to clean up her image. I mean, I love it. It brings me back to the old days of where we were planting stories, and the paparazzi and publicists doing things to clean up images. So it was very, very funny. Hi Moratue, it's so great to see you here. The passive aggressiveness of it all was so tacky. I completely agree with you. Yes, he is so passive aggressive, and it's yucky, it's disgusting, and I can't. I don't like Glambot guy. Not a fan. But I think he will always still do the Emmys, Oscars, Grammys, and all of those shows. So I don't think he will be tarnished. But I feel, and I hope, that other companies start doing similar things and similar events, similar shots, for people's events. Although I feel like Glambot is so done, and I think it's so over. So anyways, I was also searching for a statement and nothing. So I have not seen anything. So Jenny, good luck to Jennifer Lopez, good luck to Glambot guy. I mean, these two seem like they are cut from the same cloth, that they're both rude. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Those are my thoughts. After the break, we have so much more coming up. We are still going to speak about Brooklyn Beckham. We're going to speak about the Queer Eye cast, because the girls are fighting, and so much more. So make sure you grab a snack and come on back. Yes, shout out to Wendy. It has been a long and exhausting week, but I'm going to show you what I have from Germalone London that is going to help me relax. When I tell you my life can be just so crazy, meetings, emails, proposals, events, it's nonstop. So when I get home, all I want to do is chill. But now I'm going to plug you and show you how to elevate that relaxation. Having a Germalone London candle and diffuser in your space is a game changer. Trust me. I'm obsessed with wood sage and sea salt diffuser. I posted a TikTok the other day of how it reminds me of a luxury hotel in New York City. You can go check out that video on TikTok for a further explanation. And then there's the lime basil and mandarin candle. It's one of Germalone London's signature scents. And you know what I absolutely love? The ritual of striking a match and then lighting a candle. Oh, it just signifies taking time out for myself and slowing down. And having these Germalone London items in my home takes relaxation to another level. fall in love with your home again? Make time to switch off this week. Set a mellow mood with a candle or diffuser and settle into your home. Lime, basil, and mandarin is a perfect candle for personal moments, from reading and meditation to a well-deserved night in. Fill the room with the freshness of the British coast, the air alive with the sea salt and mineral scent of rugged cliffs with the wood sage and sea salt diffuser. Jo Malone, London. Sense of home, time for me. Welcome back. You are watching Toolz Live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, wherever you're watching from, I would love for you to hit the thumbs up button, like this, share this with friends. It's a fun entertainment show, and I'm trying to build up Toolz Live. I want to do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. and this show only works with your input. So wherever you're watching from, even if you don't want to comment, please, it would help me so much for you to hit the thumbs up button, like it wherever you're watching, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. YouTube is the best space. If you ask me where to watch it, YouTube is the best because you can have it on the television. And if you want to comment, you can take your phone and then comment while you are watching the show. So, and you can do other stuff while I'm yapping. So yes, we have just wrapped up our conversation about Jennifer Lopez and the Glambot buy and all the drama there. And moving on to the next topic, which is something I found in the sequence of Reddits and nonsense was my favorite twink. Troye Sivan is pissed. He is so angry. I woke up and I didn't even know that he had a Substack. Okay, let me break it down for you. We all woke up to a Substack from Troye Sivan, and if you don't know what Substack it is a new platform where people write articles, but you can also share your images, videos, podcast, etc. And he wrote a lengthy post on his Substack, and who knew that Troye Sivan was a writer? Anyways, basically, he goes on to write in the Substack how he's always been body shamed, and sorry, what I'm about to say is quite funny. When you search the word twink, his face comes up. I'm not surprised. But he's 30 now. He's 30 years old, and he was saying that he's always been judged on his body and his looks, etc. And what prompted him to do this Substack? It's a long ass post. I had to put audio in because I ain't gonna read that. I'm sorry that happened to you, or congratulations. So I actually, for the show, I put audio on and listened to the article. And to be honest, it was an honest reflection of how he feels about his body, of how he feels on red carpets, and how he feels, about the media saying things about him with his body. There was a doctor on TikTok that gave some unsolicited advice on what Troye Sivan should do on his face. Let's take a look.
A bit more older looking. You could argue Troye Sivan is looking slightly different these days. He does appear a bit more older looking. You could argue that he is experiencing twink death. Many of you have noticed the same thing, saying that he does appear different. He may go and get some seizures in the future. And
twink death, for those of you who are not in the legitimate Kwa family, basically is a twink is a skinny, slender gay man, very petite. And that's what Troye Sivan is. So twink death is the death of that, and then him maturing into a twink man, twunk, whatever. So basically, twink death is the death of that.
You also notice that his new fashion item is rather unusual. When you look at before and afters, there is a big difference. Now, as an aesthetics doctor, the first thing that I am noticing is a lot more shadows, valleys, and folds, a lot more volume loss. So areas that I can notice this, especially, are the under eyes and the nasolabial fold. So when you look down here, this area down here, there is a lot of volume loss here, and under eyes as well, there is hollowing. So these areas are causing shadows. Compare that against here, so you can see nice smooth transition from this under eye into the cheek and the nasolabial fold, whilst it is present.
Literally, this man has a red pen and he's literally going over what the nip tuck is going on.
It's subtle. It's not as prominent as it was right now. So if he came to me as an aesthetics doctor, what would I recommend? So his problem areas are the under eyes and the nasolabial fold. Therefore, starting with the under eyes, I would suggest skin boosters first, give him an improvement, and then consider some dermal filler. Dermal filler, I don't think about straight away, especially if the volume loss is mild because it carries certain complications. For the nasolabial fold, I would say a tiny bit of filler to essentially improve the appearance of that. Those are his two areas. Alongside that, topical skincare, optimizing his skincare to ensure that the quality of the skin is far better, and then we'll also think about some skin resurfacing treatments, either microneedling, a light chemical peel, or some light laser resurfacing to improve the overall quality and make his appearance more radiant and more youthful look. Essentially, we would re-twinkify him.
Re-twinkify him. So then this is what prompted Troye Sivan to write this article. In the article, he said he went from 0 to 1,000 and he was livid. He was angry. And then he got tagged in so many pictures because this was the night after the red carpet moment that he had, and how he hates red carpets and he'd rather have, he likes, I don't know what he was saying about the pictures. So this prompted him to write this long Substack. To be honest with you, I don't feel like the doctor was saying anything really bad. But, I mean, yeah, when you're in the limelight and when you are a celebrity, people are going to say things like this and analyze you. So, I mean, for me, I feel like it comes with the job. However, giving unsolicited advice, why? It's for me is unnecessary. I think it's, yeah. This guy's trying to make a buck. He's on TikTok. Apparently, subsequent to Troye Sivan writing the article, he sent Troye Sivan a huge apology and was very sincere. But I also don't feel like the doctor was being so mean, although he's giving Michael Jackson. Let me take your comments. The doctor himself looks like the guy from Shrek, Lord Farquaad. Please, can he sit down? I love that. That's funny. That is very, very funny. I don't want to seem insensitive, but that's what the community does. You will be pulled apart, dissected. That's also why we have many older LGBTQ plus chasing looking young. And I completely agree with you. Lunga, I completely agree with you here. And yeah, I mean, if you want to look young, then look young, babes. Then look young. Do whatever makes you happy. And I think, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm all for, people doing whatever makes them happy. As long as you're not hurting other people, then so be it. I think that's fine. But yes, I mean, this is a subject for another day, maybe a podcast. But yes, chasing the youth, chasing, fillers, etc. Yeah, we'll talk about more fillers when we speak about the Queer Eye cast and that drama. But yeah, but can we speak about Troye's grills? Why does he have grills? It's very bizarre to me. That's the only thing that I have an issue with. Can we zoom in? Let's zoom in a bit to see the grills. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, my dear. No, my dear. It's wackadoodle. Okay, we do have a blockbuster, explosive segment coming up with the Beckhams. So I'm going to take another quick break, and then I'm going to take all your comments and questions and all of that. I'm so sorry for being ignorant what happened with the Beckhams, and that's what we're going to get into in a second. I need to fill up my Spotify sippy cup, and then not sippy cup, wine cooler glass, and then we're going to get into the juiciest story of this week of the Beckhams. And I hope that you have a drink and that you have something lovely to snack on because it's going to be a good one. All right. I'll see you after these messages. Today I'm going to be sharing my Dermalogica skincare routine that I usually do on a Sunday when I have lots of time and I want to just practice some self-care. I always start with Dermalogica's special cleansing gel. It's time to exfoliate. Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant is fantastic because it's gentle and it foams up. The next product that I'm going to be using is a new one from Dermalogica. This is the Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. All right, the mask has done its thing. Now we can take it off. One of my favorite products from Dermalogica is definitely the Hyaluronic Ceramide Mist. I use this throughout the day for a little boost of hydration. This is the Dynamic Skin Strengthening Serum. Now, this baby over here, the Multivitamin Power Recovery Cream, is my fighter. This helps with dryness, aging. You know, we live such stressful lives, but this baby over here, the Multivitamin Power Recovery Cream, helps with the sagging that you might see sometimes, and it smells fantastic. Last but not least, we gotta go in with sunscreen, and this is the Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF. And there we have it. Skin by Dermalogica. Beat the heat with the new Biolumin C Heat Aging Protector SPF 50. Your daily defense against heat and UV-induced skin damage. This multitasking formula goes beyond sun protection to hydrate, brighten, and enhance skin's natural resilience. Vitamin C instantly brightens, hydrates, and soothes. Helps defend against heat, aging, while improving texture and tone. Broad spectrum SPF 50 shields against UV rays to help prevent premature skin aging. Because your skin deserves more than just SPF, it deserves total protection. Welcome back. You're watching Toolz Live. So wherever you're watching from, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button, follow, like, share this with your friends because it's a fun show. We do entertainment and pop culture news and it is a great time. Wherever you're watching, please make sure you comment because this show only works with engagement. And, you know, we all have opinions and I'd love to bring yours up onto the screen. And we have a great time. We have a good kiki and get into it. So, the explosive story that I'm about to get into. Why is this not working? Yes, it should be. It should be working right now. Hey, winner. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to speak about the Beckhams. I haven't even gone through my notes. My goodness. Okay. I've been riffing the whole time. I have notes for each story, but I haven't even looked at them. Anyways, all right. For those of you that don't know what happened with the Beckhams, I'm going to break it down for you, and I'm going to give you some tea that you might not even know that I'm going to make you aware of. All right. So, Brooklyn Beckham had the audacity to do an 8-page Instagram story again. These kids, they love long things. I'm not going to post them here. I'm not going to share them with you. You can find them on the internet somewhere. Basically, he did an 8-page Instagram story doing the most, dragging his mother and his father on the internet. You must understand, I come from the world of Posh and Becks. Posh and Becks were the most private, most photographed, most loved couple. So to see a Nepo baby who actually doesn't do anything. What does he have? Secret sauce, Tabasco. What does he do for a living? Off the Beckham name. Please. Okay. It makes me angry. It makes me super angry. Basically, this guy sent his parents a cease and desist letter to stop talking about him in the press. Meanwhile, sidebar, all the stories that are in the press are about Victoria and David being horrible. So who's leaking stories to the press? Okay, that's the one thing. Basically, in his 8-page Instagram story rant, he said that his mother dropped Nicola, who is his wife, dropped her dress. She was going to make the dress. Victoria was going to make the dress. But at the 11th hour, she had to go find a new dress, which does not add up. The story does not add up with what Brooklyn is saying. Okay? That's the one thing. The other thing is, he said that Victoria was dancing inappropriately with him at the wedding. And yeah, there was reports of first dance that are okay. But basically, there was reports. He said that his mother was dancing inappropriately with him, and then there's been thousands, hundreds of memes, which are hilarious. I even did one myself. And they are so funny. The crazy thing about this thing for me is that I have known the Beckhams to be private and they don't say anything without press or public. Like when that whole Rebecca Luce stuff came out, where this woman came out saying that she was having an affair with David Beckham. They went, their PR team knows how to handle situations like this and how to send out statements and comments about situations like this, especially when people that are not in their family are saying crazy things. Okay, so that's the one part. So he did this whole rant and etc. So what we know that you might not know is that Victoria Beckham holds the rights and Brooklyn Beckham's name. So whether Brooklyn wants to do better, whether he wants to be a model, a photographer, he wants to profit off the Beckham name, he cannot without Victoria's sign off. But this clause or agreement or contract ends in December. So die papa sal dance in December. And at that point, so any lawyers in the house, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. At that point in time, Victoria has the opportunity to re-register Brooklyn Beckham, the name, or Brooklyn can block her from re-registering. So I'm paraphrasing there. This is something that I heard from a lawyer, and which is very interesting, the timing of all of this happening. Okay, so that's the one thing that is very interesting with this whole thing. But, you know me, I come with receipts. I'm not going to say stuff that that is hearsay. Okay. Nicola Pletz, or whatever her surname is, she used to date Anwar Hadid. Oh, what do you say? Yes, that surname is very familiar because this is a brother to Bella and Gigi Hadid. They were dating, right? And we know who the Hadid's mom is, Yolanda, all right? They were dating, and then all of a sudden, Anwar is no longer speaking to his family. Why was Anwar not speaking to his family? Yolanda said, not on my watch. Not on my almond watch. Absolutely not. And then obviously they didn't further on their relationship. I'm not saying anything, but the situation seems very familiar. The situation seems very similar. Not saying, yeah, there's a pattern here. Nicola also has a tattoo, if I'm not mistaken, in Hebrew. She says, which translates to family first. Whose family? She recently got this tattoo. Is it like a thing to say, she won? So going back to the Hadids, there's a sister that is not in the limelight at all. Alana Hadid. She hates the limelight. She doesn't speak. She's not like her sisters. However, she responded to a comment on Instagram saying, Nicola does not want privacy. This chick has been trying to get famous for years. Alana has just brought the bomb and told us what we needed to know. What we needed to know. Wait, where's your comment? Oh, I'm not seeing your comment. Okay, there we go. I can bring up comments. Sorry, my apologies. Hi, Tammy. So glad that you are here. Yes, so that is the story with the Hadids. But I do have more receipts. So this Nicola girl, guys, I'm sorry. This one, Skebenga, if you ask me. All right. And also, in all of Brooklyn's, he said it twice in his rant and his 8-page thing. He said, I'm not being watched over by anybody. These are my thoughts, etc. No, Brooklyn, remember, is 26 years old. And I'm telling you, he is going to regret what he's doing right now. He is going to regret it so much. Yeah. Having lost a mother myself, you are going to regret having this fight publicly. When your mother passes away, touch wood, Victoria doesn't. He's going to regret it. Anyways. Yeah, she pounces. Exactly. Guys, I have more. I'm not stopping. This girl, Nicola, used to be friends with Selena Gomez. If I tell you, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures with her, Selena Gomez, Brooklyn, and I think at the time, I can't remember who Selena was with at the time. However, there's hundreds of pictures of Nicola and Selena all over the internet. But now they're no longer friends. Why? Selena, why? Why are you not friends with her? I want to hear from you. Why are you not friends with this girl? What did she do? What did she do? I want, yes, please. I feel like she wrote that statement. Why does this is so annoying? Sorry. I feel like she wrote that statement. And you know what? I agree with you. I feel like she wrote and then say this and then say this. Yeah. And you know, when I had to find a wedding dress at the 11th hour. Meanwhile, I'm getting there, which was incorrect. You know, and, you know, I was so upset when my dance was taken away. Yeah. So, a mess. An absolute royal mess. Okay. So, I mean, as I said, there's been a million and one memes. I mean, and the memes are good. The memes are really, really funny and really, really good. I mean, I saw this one, and there's so many more which are funny. You know, in hindsight, they're really, really funny. But I also want to speak about facts. This apparently is a Valentino dress that went out for 2 fittings. She went for 2 fittings for this dress. Who goes, is that 11th hour trying to find a dress? No. You're a liar, Nicola, whatever your name is. Nicola, you're a liar. 11th hour for that. That was the dress that she ended up with. No, there's more to the story that we don't know, and I want the full expose. I want Netflix to do a 4-part documentary on this limited series, so I know what is happening with the Beckhams. Absolutely not on my watch. Okay, wait. Going back to Selena. Also, Selena has her own stuff. The friend she's no longer friends with is sus for me. I you know what? I'm gonna agree with you here because, she loves buddy, like Taylor. Taylor also buddy with people, and then all of a sudden, where are your friends? Where's that friend that you used to hang out? That's my favorite. Where's that friend you used to hang out with? That is your ride or die. That is my everything. My now gone, dunzos. Yeah, shame. No, yeah. So I'm gonna agree with you here with what you're saying in terms of Selena may also have her own stuff, but isn't she friends with that Pons girl, the Mac, Hailey Bieber? Yeah. Oh no, she can't be. No, Justin is. Oh, sorry. Oops. Yeah. No, then they're definitely not friends. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Oop. Yes. Okay. Back to the wedding dress. Hi, Toolz. You're taking a side here. I am, and my side is the side of David and Victoria. Team David, Team Victoria. No matter what you're going through with your family, you do not, especially in the public eye, you do not disrespect and take things public. I find it absolutely heinous and crazy that he did an 8-page, that he sent his parents a cease and desist. Firstly, we're going to know about that. That is in the public. Secondly, it's so disrespectful. These are the people that brought you into the world. Do you know how hard they did to try to hide him from the paparazzi in the public and give him a normal life? This Nepo baby is full of shit. Brooklyn Beckham is full of shit. I'm taking his side, and my side is that of Victoria Beckham and David Beckham. No matter what they've done wrong, you do not disrespect your parents in this kind of way. It's a very disrespect. I'm getting angry. I'm sorry. I'm getting annoyed. Take a beat. Let's take a beat. Yes. Okay. So that is one part of the story. Then there was a DJ that went onto this Morning Britain and had an interview and claimed that Victoria was dancing suggestively with Brooklyn, and Nicola was upset because Victoria was dancing the first dance. Okay, that doesn't make sense because our own Loiso, yes, Loiso, not Loiso Bala. There's another Loiso __ RSA. He covered Elvis Presley's song for the first dance. So they had their first dance. So what this man is saying is incorrect. And this is according to US Vogue. That doesn't make sense. So there must be an NDA, which he's probably breaking, which is wild to me. And I need to hear from the horse's mouth. I need to hear from Victoria or David or Brooklyn. Well, I've heard from Brooklyn, but I need to hear from David and Victoria because I'm not going to believe anybody else besides them. I feel sorry for the parents at the moment. It's an ugly situation for the family. The fact that this is so public and there's memes about it. And the fact that Brooklyn says he wants privacy, yet in the same breath, he's doing an 8-page Instagram story. You're full of shit. Okay. I need to cool down. I need to cool off. I need to calm down. And yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? I'd love to know in the comment section what you guys think. Personally, I'm livid with Brooklyn Beckham. And I really hope that Victoria keeps the name, the Brooklyn Beckham name. I'm livid. I'm annoyed. Okay, taking your comments. She did a whole article about how the dress came about, so the dress story is completely dead. Exactly. Thank you. Two fittings. Valentino, R.I.P. No, absolutely. No. You're a liar, Nicola. You're a liar. You are toxic. You're a snake. Yeah, that is exactly how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, she has brainwashed Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's going to regret it because the moment, now come here, come close to me. The moment they divorce, the Popasal dance, okay? The moment Nicola Pletz, or whatever her surname is, and Brooklyn Beckham divorce, we're going to see flames. We're going to see a new changed Brooklyn Beckham. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now. Anyways, let me calm down. Let me go get some air, and then we'll be back after these messages. I hope you are enjoying this live. I hope you're having fun. Wherever you're watching from, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And even if you're on Twitter, on YouTube, please like, comment, do all the things. I love you so much, and we'll be back after these messages. If you are a fan of my vlogs, you will know that I use these two Nespresso coffee machines in every single video. And today is a very hot day. So we're going to be making an iced coffee with the Virtuo machine. Now that is an unforgettable summer with Nespresso. This year, Nespresso is thrilled to unveil the George Clooney 2025 campaign, featuring an all-star cast of George Clooney, Camille Cotton, Kim Go-eun, and the debut of Eva Longoria. Set aboard a luxurious, fictive train, the campaign follows Detective George and his team as they embark on a playful mission to unravel the mystery of an Nespresso thief. It's a light-hearted, star-studded heist where the ultimate prize isn't just a jewel, it's the irresistible taste of Nespresso coffee. Welcome back. You are watching Toolz live every Sunday at 8 p.m. We chat all things entertainment, news, and pop culture. I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. This is a new channel, by the way. It's not my usual vlog channel, so I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel if you're watching it on YouTube. And wherever you're watching, please double tap, love. I do see all the love when you do it on the platform, so I'd love to see that. It makes me so happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing a great job, so help me out. I'd love that. We've gone through so much tonight, and it's been so amazing. We have our last story coming up, and I love that you guys have been engaging and we've been having a conversation. You know, I know my opinions are strong, and I will give them unsolicited to you, but I always take all the feedback that I get and all the comments, and I bring them up as we go along. So, moving on to the last topic for the night is the drama that is the Gwirls. The Gwirls are fighting. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, I don't even know why I started with this picture because this is incorrect. Okay, let's break it down. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was an old show in the 90s. I grew up with the show, and basically it was 5 gay men going into hometowns of people and changing their lives and making them for the better. And they all had the role of improving their lives in terms of cooking, in terms of their furniture and their homes, in terms of their psychological and their lifestyle. No, I think, was that also in the first original Queer Eye? Okay. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Okay. Stay with me. Stay with me. And then there was also the grooming. And then it was also fashion. And each of the gay guys had a role. Okay. Cut to early 2000s. They revived the show, naming it Queer Eye, with this ensemble cast: Bobby, Karamo, Antony, JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, correct me if I'm wrong, and Tan France. And this collective was great. I remember watching the first couple of seasons and loving it. I was obsessed with Queer Eye, and every episode had me crying. However, it's the same thing. I stopped watching it because, okay, I mean, yeah, you switched it up with a lesbian. Ooh, wow, okay. And it's the same guys doing the same thing, and it gets stale, it gets boring. And even though you go to different cities, different countries, different places, it wasn't doing what it needed to do. Cut to the season 8, if I'm not mistaken. Bobby, the one on the end, this one on the end, on right on my end, the far right, the far end, the blonde one, leaves the show, wishes the show well, and says thank you so much, but no thanks. And they replace him with Jeremiah, who is in the center, in the blue, who is married to Nate Burgess. That's Oprah's old bestie that did I think, yeah, he also does furniture. Did Nate, I'm not sure what Nate Burgess does, but my friend Drew reminded me that Nate Burgess's ex-fiance died in the tsunami in Thailand. I digress. Anyways, this is his new husband, Jeremiah Bryant. He was on the Rachel Zoe project. And you'll know that is a segue from Rachel Zoe project to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We will talk about that in the week and with another live. But let's stick with Queer Eye. Jeremiah Bryant, Brent, or whatever his surname is, joined the cast when Bobby left, and Bobby was in charge of interior design. And, I was thinking about it when he left. I was like, I mean, to change up a whole person's room, and it takes time, it takes money, and it takes a lot of labor. And even though you have production and all of that, I think it's still strenuous. And I think his job out of all of them was the most challenging, especially if you go to derelict and crazy homes all over America. But here's the tea. This is the new season cast, right? And apparently, when the new season is out now. Yes, is now streaming on Netflix. Apparently, when they were on CBS Morning this week, Karamo was nowhere to be seen. This cast found out that Karamo was not going to do press with them at any press outlet the morning of. Are you joking? That is the biggest fuck you that you could ever do. I don't know. I'm very interested to find out what the obligations are when it comes to press and being on a show, because I'm sure that's in his contract, but apparently not. Karamo went on to sent a video. You can find it online, and this cast finding out that Karamo is not going to be joining them in studio to do the press of their new show is wild to me. And he cited bullying and putting your mental health first. Let me tell you, I think these bitches, except for Jeremiah. Jeremiah's a new girl. He's like Katie Harron in Mean Girls. Jonathan is definitely Regina George. Anthony is Gretchen Wiener. Tan is... what's the other one? Not Katie Harron, Gretchen Wiener, Regina George. Okay, these are Mean Girls references. If you don't know Mean Girls, I'm sorry there. Okay, but drama, this could have been squashed by just having a conversation. Okay, so apparently Karamo's mother was on set when they were doing production, and she heard a hot mic situation where these ones, except for Jeremiah, were talking about Karamo. And that's apparently, this is allegedly. So, yeah, obviously, Karamo's mother is going to have her sons back and tell him. To be honest with you, I think people are always going to have a hot mic moment. Or I think the other thing is that we're gay. These are gays. We're going to say shade. We're going to say shady shit to each other. And, talk behind each other's backs. I'd love to know what they said that took him to the edge that he's not doing press with them. I think, yeah. Which is very, very, very interesting. Okay. Also, that sounds like something I would do just to be difficult. You know what? So would I. Because then it asks a lot of questions. People are asking like, what's the situation? What's the tea? What's happened? But does it make you watch the TV show? No. I'm not interested in knowing what's going on Queer Eye. A 4-part documentary on Netflix, sure, of behind the scenes of the drama on Queer Eye. Sure, I'll watch that. But Queer Eye, it doesn't make... I do kind of think this may be a PR stunt because it may have worked with Bobby leaving. That's why I took you back. That's why I took you back to the old story. And then bring it back. They might have seen some spike in ratings from this drama. And then that's why they are maybe doing this drama. Building up this drama for the show. Because, to be on a production set, hear something, and then you tell your son, you're still in production, and then you only unfollow and do your actions and not do press afterwards, is very bizarre to me. Anyways, you're not about to gossip about me and expect it to be business as usual. That's hot mic was a revelation. And yeah, you know what? You're right there. Actually, if I was in the same situation, I didn't even think about it. Yes, I think if I was in the same situation, I would be livid. I would give it. I'd give it to you straight, no chaser. Karamo has left the chat. I love it. And so do I, actually. I think it's the most shadiest way. Because, yes, I think, as Lunga was saying, that this is something that he would do. And actually, it's something that I would do too. I would do my press without them. And I would do like a full hour podcast with just me and Alex Cooper. Yeah, or someone like not Jay Shetty or Mel Robbins. Like, I think the podcasts are the new expose thing, and they get a lot of eyeballs, and it's global. Whereas CBS News, it's only international. We'll watch the clips on YouTube. But yes, it's like the biggest fuck you to your cast, and not telling them. Oh, it actually makes me. I love it. It's so sinister, and I love it. Yeah, but does this make me want to? I mean, I checked out of this show a long time ago. I'm not. Convinced. Yes, right before them then walk off stage when they come through. Yeah. I know. I love the gagged and gooped. Oh, no. Oh, I hear what you're saying. You arrived to CBS Morning. You are so sinister. Lunga, you arrived to CBS Morning. Do everything as if it was going to happen. And then just before they're getting onto stage, you send the video and say, Karamo has just sent this video to us and said that he's not going to be on doing press with you guys. Just to see their faces on live television, how they feel about this. I mean, I did watch the clips of them and a YouTube video of them saying that they wish him well and the perfect PR answer, and the PR BS. But we want to know the truth. And I mean, if I was part of the cast and Karamo left and I was on CBS Morning, no, you would see my face. The problem with my face is that I cannot lie. I'll just be stank face the whole time on CBS Morning, like whatever. Or I'd spin it in such a way. We love Karamo, and and maybe even allude to something that he would be doing. That's better, or or make up a great excuse. But yeah, I find it. But at the end of the day, does this make me want to watch Queer Eye? No, not at all. I mean, I wish them luck. Good luck to them. And this is the final season, so yeah, it's amazing that we had this kind of representation and this kind of show, that it came back. I think what would have been better if they switched out the cast as they went on throughout the season, so that we'd find new talent, find new people. I think that would have been better. I know that they've formed a bond and whatever, but now the sisters are fighting, the girls are fighting. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I have had so much fun with you tonight. It's been amazing. And we're going to do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. We're going to wrap up the week's news. And if you want me to speak about something, please, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM and say, "Oh, I'd love for you to chat about this. I'd love your opinion on this." Please make sure you send me a DM, send me an email. They're all open, and I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, this has been fun. I appreciate you being here. Make sure you've liked, comment. And again, if you've been watching this on the replay, we will definitely be continuing the conversation in the chat down below. I love you so much for watching, and there's only one thing left to say, and that is good night, God bless, goodbye.